Hi guys. Hi. How's it going? Welcome to my stream. Hi. I have found something that makes me very happy. I found a game that I played way back in the day on the original Xbox when it first came out. And I'm so stupid excited about the idea of getting to play this. So I'm hoping, all the work I had to put into just getting it to run properly means it will actually play properly. I did test it by just starting up the game, didn't even get past like the first bit of tutorial. Um, but we'll see how that goes. I'm stupid levels of excited about this though. Um, I need to turn down the audio actually because I can just hear the opening cinematic thing, like trailer bit going over and over again. Um, But yeah, I am stupid excited about this. Hi, Maddie. That's okay. The messages are usually a little bit delayed anyway, just because of Twitch, but that's not a big deal. But good morning. You are up very early. Welcome to my stream for a game that I played back in like 2005 when the game came out. um, Glad you're excited. It's always amazing to find games like that. Oh my god, it is! It's so amazing. I'm treating myself by playing this, even if I don't play much of it, even if I only play so much of it and then stop. It's an old BioWare game. Back when BioWare was genuine, it felt like BioWare was first coming out and making amazing games like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic KOTOR, both at like oh my god, I can't wait. Just keep in mind it is a 2005 game, so there are bits and bobs that are kind of weird. It has one of my favorite lines of dialogue that has ever been in a video game, which was, "Hello, my name is Egregarious Prevaricator, scholar and grower of pipeweed." Why that's one of my favorite lines in video games? I don't know. When I first saw it, I thought it was hilarious, and even to this day, I think it's great. Um, but yeah, I uh, cannot wait. Um, So I had to do some interesting finagling just to get Streamlabs to even work with it. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. But I would like to go ahead and hop into it just to proceed. Currently the trailer is playing in the background. um, it was more of an action RPG when it first came out, which is very interesting. Let's see how's the audio's doing. Does the audio sound okay on your end from the game? A little low on my end, but I had to turn it down to because it was just a little bit too loud there for a little bit. Yeah, definitely let me know how the audio is. I want to make sure it's good. There's a lot of spoken dialogue in this game. It's an action RPG, strangely, whereas KOTOR was very much like D&D style, like even to the leveling system D&D style gameplay. Um, it's pretty good. Perfect. The music in this game is great. The culture and stuff inside of it is great. All the
This
different
world
martial
is
arts
called
types is very
balance.
interesting, I find. But nonetheless, I've played with the options. Options should be good. Subtitles should be on. Let's start up the game and see how this runs. So, I actually have a controller that I'm going to play on, because if I'm going to play it, I'm going to play on a goddamn Xbox controller. Um, so, there's different martial arts styles that you can learn as you're playing the game. And each of those martial arts styles do different things and have different animations and whatnot, um, which is amazing for a 2005 game. And there's like a bunch of different things. Like the starting styles, you start off, it's a magic character. Uh, you might have a D&D question later for me. Ooh, you found a way to pause my excitement as I became very intrigued. um, anyway, is like this monk Zhang here is a magic character. He focuses on leaping style and heavenly wave styles, at least at the beginning. Wu the Lotus Blossom is balanced. Furious Ming is the one I always. This is this is my guy. This is the guy I go for. This is who I play as, and this is who I'm going to play as because that's what I do. I'm going to customize though, which I don't remember customizing. No, I did customize when I first played. Um, So there's body, which is your health. Um, there is chi, which is your inner strength and magic. You can use chi to recover health, enhance your attacks, fuel magic styles, and power transformations. Literally transforming into like animals and shit. And then there's mind, which is your ability to focus. Think of it like bullet time or like Matrix focus type of deal. Um, but you can use focus when you wield weapons or enter focus mode to slow your enemies. Um, so I don't know what the best stats are for the game necessarily. So I'm thinking something a little more balanced with a little bit of focus toward health. Um, and it actually lets you pick which fighting style you want to do at the beginning. So you start out with Heavenly Wave. You have to have this. It's a support style. It doesn't do um, direct damage. It does no damage, but it slows enemies that it hits. Its entire purpose is to slow enemies down. Then there's Thousand Cuts. Thousand Cuts, my favorite. I love this. You literally just attack as fast as you can, doing a bunch of tiny small cuts. That's the whole point. Leaping Tiger focuses on large leaping strikes. White Demon, I don't even know. Apparently it's slower and powerful. And then there's Legendary Strike, which I'm not as familiar with, but apparently it's really fast. I'm going to focus on Thousand Cuts because that is my baby. That is what I do. I'll go from there. Accept this custom character, and I have to name them. And oh, what should I? So it has to be something like Furious Ming, or like it has to have some type of adjective on it. Ponderous Lover. Yeah, fuck it. That is what I'm going with. Alright, so with that being the case, let's start this fucking journey. I'm playing in windowed mode right now, which I hate, but I can't do a game capture on it unless it's in windowed mode, which is really frustrating, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll live. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The game looks better in this edition than it did in the original Xbox. It really does. Which is funny considering how old the graphics are.
I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard.
Turn my volume up a bit. There we go. Swear one of these days I'll find a way around your guard. One more match. I could blindfold myself. That might even the odds. I doubt it. You strike with the grace of a cow. Oh, I forgot how cruel old BioWare games were. Okay, one more match.
Happily. I feel that I learn something every time I face you. Even if it's only a new place to nurse a bruise. So long as you're certain you have time.
Damn right I do. I'm rarely beaten, friend. Alright, show me your best.
Let us begin.
Alright, let's do this. This is a tutorial. So this will give you kind of an idea of how the fighting style works. It's very action oriented, which I love, and the fighting style is literally like this is Thousand Cuts. Block. Which one's the block button? That's it. Okay, that's a block breaker. Cool, cool, cool. Hold the chi button down. So top left, you see a red, blue, and yellow bar. Blue is magic, red is health, yellow is focus. You can use some of your magic to heal if you need. And you can use powerful attacks to break through blocks. I keep trying to roll to the right. Oh my god, Bloopster, look what I found! Look what I found! I'm so excited. So this is Heavenly Wave, which is a very slow style.
pros and cons.
Brrr. And yeah, I slaughtered him. That's great. Oh, I'm so excited.
Did you see? Master Lee was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice.
Ah, this makes me so happy.
I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it.
Are they though? Are they though? Each bruise is a mark of your failure to learn a best. You could be so cruel. I love it. Thank you for the bout.
You are gracious as always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training.
I mean, maybe, probably.
Master Lee told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush.
It's on Steam. You can literally just buy this on Steam. Now, so I preface that. Don't buy it on Steam unless I'm there to help you because I had to finagle to get it to work on the computer because there's like a certain thing you have to do. Um, but yeah, you can either buy this on Steam. It's available on EA Play. Don't do the EA Play version. Uh, I I did that first. Don't do that. Yeah, you can literally just buy this on Steam, and apparently it's the special edition, which has improved graphics, controls, and apparently content that wasn't in the original Xbox release. So, I mind fucking blown. Um, so where's Master Lee? Wait, Master Lee told me to pass. You should speak to him when you have the chance. He said that you could take your time, so you need not rush. Where's Master
Master
Lee?
Lee just went into his house. It's just over there, as always.
Cool.
You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar.
I'll spar and kill
I shall
all of
leave
them.
you to it. Take care, my friend.
Alright. Chapter 1. Wherein a master foretells of doom, a rival challenges for station, and the past haunts the present. This is random, but I love when my cat is doing something he knows he shouldn't. I just go psst really quietly and tries to run so fast that he faceplants. That's adorable. My cat actually, she jumped up onto my desk, and I have like an array of empty water bottles that I really need to get rid of. Um, and she walked up and started like pushing on one of them, and I was like, "Stop it!" And she just stopped, looked at me, and I was like, "Stop!" And then she jumped down, and when she jumped down, her foot got stuck, and she like face planted that way. I mean, it looked like it was kind of painful, but it was funny to me. Uh, but she's fine. Surprisingly, not behind me though. Your training nears its completion in the idyllic setting of Two Rivers. Master Lee promises that soon you will know more about how you came here and where your future will lead. All the while, strange tales begin to spread of ghosts that will not rest and shadowy assassins who heed no law. How do I... There we go. How do I move my camera with... Oh no. I don't think that's gonna work. I can't move my camera with the controller. It's usually when he's digging through like a bag that used to have my food in it, you can hear the crinkling. Alright, so this is the menu. Control. Controller sensitivity. Let's go controller. Move up or down, move left, right. Left stick. Okay. What the fuck? Why would that be a thing? How do I change that? Oh, that's how. Okay, so I need right stick. Okay. Alright. Okay, so let's go to accept and see if I fixed it. Oh, that's the mouse. Stop that. There we go. Some reason it wanted me to use the left stick to not only move, but to also turn the camera, which makes no sense. I also can't look up and down right now with the left. How? How? How is this so bad? Oh God. Alright. Controller. Look left, right, look up, down. Right stick Y. Yeah. What? Why is... I don't... Okay. Accept. Accept. Exit. Okay. Okay, so that's right. The up and down looking is a little weird in this game. Forgot about that. That's fine. Those two are going to run in and start staring at each other. Oh, shit. I was kind of going to
Our
try to
most
fight her.
senior student has a spare moment to spend
I
with me.
remember it being
An
that. It did
honor.
suck. Yeah.
No, wait, I shouldn't be like that. Master Lee always reminds me that jealousy is a low path and not worthy of one of his students.
Okay.
I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example.
Aw, look. The peons are
It
jealous.
certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Lee saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things" to the others. Just the opposite, more likely.
Yeah, probably. If you want Master Lee to say it, don't give him a choice. Be the best you can. Don't worry about following others. Walk your own path. You lack the skills and discipline to be a leader. I don't really like any of these. I was kind of hoping to rub it in. Don't worry about following orders. Walk your own path. Yeah.
That's easy enough for you to say. You're already the best in the school. The rest of us just stare at your back.
It is a sexy back.
Of course, there could be worse views.
Right? For
Maybe
affiliate,
I
only need
should
the
spend
average
more
views.
time
I have
training,
1.53.
and less
Also,
time
apparently, you have
worrying about
40%
where
of the
I
same
stand
viewers
in
that
the
I have.
school. How else will I be good enough to take your example one of
44% of
these
the same
days?
viewers? What?
Besides,
That
there might be
sounds
bigger
about right.
things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that
Or
everyone's
44%
mentioning.
of my viewers are also your viewers. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, I tried to, like, I got Bloopster to join in the other day. I was definitely trying to drag people in. I asked like two other people, but they were busy, and I was like, okay. I can't wait for Tuesday though. Tuesday we are playing. We 100% we are playing. Bum 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 bum. Um, we will play and we will dominate. What was I doing? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. Find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning. You know everyone around here. Is there any
You
news?
think I will talk about them behind their backs? I will, but I don't want people to think of me as the local gossip, even if I am just that.
Okay. Who are the students of note? I really appreciate the support I'm getting from you and others. 100%, Maddie. I love your channel. You're adorable. I love your stuff. I like playing games with you, and I want you to reach affiliate. I really do. Um, it's tough to reach affiliate. It really is. Uh, I had an idea for that. That's something else that if I remember, or if I don't, remind me if you remember. But I had an idea for that I kind of want to try potentially. We'll see how that goes. So, anyway, who are the students of note?
Of note? There's only one student of note, and that would be you. Everyone else, even Dawnstar, is just a background for you and your supposed destiny. All of us get
Oh
a
no,
little
I
envious
skipped
for
dialogue.
that. Even Gao gets pushed aside, and he doesn't like being anything less than the center of attention.
So Gal, the person named Gal, if you've ever played Final Fantasy VIII, he's basically the cipher of this story. Uh, tell me about Gal.
You know him as well as I do. A rich man's son. He's attractive, I suppose, but arrogance follows him like a cloud of locusts. I hear his father is the same way. Gao the Greater and Gao the Lesser. Not a family I would want to be a part of.
It's because you're attracted to him. It'd be weird if you were, part of the family and attracted to him. Tell me about Dawnstar.
Why do you need to ask me about Dawnstar? You know her better than anyone as far as I'm concerned. You two practically grew up
I
together.
fucking love my character's tattoo.
Frankly, I think she might have a little crush on you too. Notice how she's been less willing to train with you recently?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you two get along so well.
So I may
Maybe
stream
her
later and slightly
sense
adjust my
for
schedule since
ghosts
I
and the
do D&D
like
on
meshes
Saturday and
well
my
with the great
schedule set was
destiny Master leaves
Tuesday through
these for
Saturday.
you.
Weekends I play D&D, I'll probably stream Sundays. Okay. Uh, we have to talk about D&D a lot. Lots of D&D. Uh, is it your first D&D? I feel like we've talked about this before. Have I just forgotten? Am I stupid? I'm probably stupid. We definitely have. I I could talk about some D&D. I played D&D last night. That was exciting. It was one of the most stressful D&D games I've ever had. When we took our first break, like I went into the bedroom where my wife was working on her art on a commission, and she she stopped and looked at me and was like, "Is something wrong?" And I was like, "No, sorry. Just that was a really stressful hour and a half that I just played D&D." It's my first campaign. Yay! Oh my god. What character are you playing? What class are you playing? Are those the questions? You played last night too? Okay, so you do have a character. Cool, cool. That's good. Is it 5th edition? I'm assuming it's 5th edition. 5th edition is the most accessible. I have tips for days. Literally tips for days. Hell, if you go to my TikTok account, like I've posted so many D&D TikTok videos. It's been a long time since I've posted anything, but I've done a lot of D&D TikTok videos about me just talking about D&D, giving advice and things like that. Apparently, the first person who has actually used a sleep spell well, according to my DM. My question is more about otherworldly patron. Ooh, are you a warlock? Are you a warlock? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so otherworldly patron. Awa awa. Hi Amelia. How's it going? Welcome to this game that I've completely gotten distracted away from playing. Hydrate. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I've gotten completely distracted because Maddie started talking about D&D and it just I was like, Zoo. It's going great. Got a good grade back. Yay! Oh, welcome to a game called Jade Empire. This is a game that came out in 2005. I love this game. I played this on the original Xbox back when it came out. I don't know who to pick for my patron, but I already picked the spells. Hello, how are you doing? Maddie playing D&D. Yes, all of the D&Ds. I play D&D 3 days a week. It's so much fun. Um, it's a wonder I find time for anything else in my life between streaming and D&D. Doing good. Been doing art and trying to study. It's good. Uh, so you don't know what patron. So you haven't picked a patron yet? That's interesting. You've already started the campaign, but you haven't picked a patron. Bestie, can we play D&D when I come over? I could talk literally for days about patrons and whatnot. Like I, I, I know I've showed most of these things on stream before, but in case anybody hasn't seen them, and I know I'm pausing the actual game right now because I'm just getting so distracted. I really need to throw away some of this crap over here. So this is roughly half of the books I have next to me. Um, excuse me. I have another 5 next to me. I have my Dungeon Master screen that I've had for a while now. I have my $70 dice tray that I bought because I'm a glutton for punishment. Plus, I don't know if you know what Critical Role is, but my Critical Role dice set, which is my Dungeon Master set that I use, um, I this is like I don't know half of the dice that I own that I just keep in here. This giant thing right here is I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a 100 sided dice. It's basically a golf ball, which is fun. Made a gigantic D20 because you're bored. Yeah, I actually have a D20 earring that my wife made me. I have this just kind of hanging out next to me. It's fun. The books that I have here next to me aren't even all of them. These are just the ones that I've brought in here, and I've ran out of space. I have no more space in here to bring any of my other books in, which really sucks because I have a lot, and it sucks whenever I'm like, I need a new book, and I have to go all the way across the house and then come all the way back in here. Um, Plus, I use D&D Beyond. Plus, I use Roll20, and I've spent so much money on D&D stuff at this point. But um, that's a lot of my collection and my little happy octopus. Anywho, he'll go back up there. So, uh, Roll20's been fantastic. I'm gonna go back to playing my game because I got completely distracted. Yeah. What was I doing? Maybe that's why you two get along so well. Maybe her sense. Okay, she's talking about Dawnstar, who is someone that my character kind of grew up with. Basically, the love interest of this game. What are you getting at?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be like that. Dawnstar is a fine person. She just sees things that I can't. I know there are ghosts and spirits, but why should she be able to sense them when I can't? What makes her special? While Master Lee tries to never let it show, he obviously holds a special place in his heart for you two.
I mean, wouldn't
I suppose
anyone?
that's hard to deal with, even if I have been here far less time than you two.
What have you heard about me?
You know what is said. Master Lee believes you're special, but won't say why. It makes you interesting. Some of the others don't find it as intriguing
I am
as
the
I
chosen
do.
one.
Some even consider it
It's
an
great.
attack on their worth.
Yeah. Come on. Who should I be concerned about?
Gao, obviously. You know he doesn't like you. He never has. And when Master Lee tells him to model himself after you, that just makes it worse.
Of course it does. Hi, everybody! Welcome
If you
to
wish.
a
What do you
wonderful
want to ask
childhood game for me. I don't think we ever talked about you, Lynn.
I'm sure you've figured out most of my little quirks by now. I've been here a few years.
Uh, how did you come here? Why?
I wasn't the delicate flower my family had hoped for. They believed school would calm my spirit. But Master
She's
Lee
a
has shown
rage
me
machine.
how to focus myself. I have learned many skills while here.
Well, I
and
hope
not
you'll have
many of
fun.
them
I have to go
require
study
that
some
I
more
be
and kick some more
delicate.
tests, but please do so. Enjoy your studying, be careful, and take no prisoners. Bye, Amelia. What do you do when you're done training here?
When I am done, I haven't really thought about it. I won't go home. There's no place for me there.
Do.
If I can stomach the books, I could become a scholar. Perhaps I'll go to the Imperial City. I should see it at least once in my life.
Was there any other things? Oh yeah, I can actually spar with her if I
Of
recall.
course. I have to keep practicing if I'm going to
I
be
think
able
you
to
can spar
best
with
you one
everybody
day,
and you get
won't
XP for beating everyone, I think. I may be wrong. Let's
I?
begin.
Excellent. Let's see if we can use Smiling Mountain's sparring ground.
Okay. Let's do this. Ah! I wasn't paying attention! So, weapon styles are pain in the butt. Oh shit. There I went. Weapon styles are a pain in the butt for someone like me because they have very long reach. Heal. I win. Cool. Playing with this Xbox 360 controller is very strange. Is there anything else over here? God, yeah, there's like a whole area I can go in this direction, and I'm not done with the first area. Can I open these? Hell no. This is Smiling Mountain. I think there's another guy in here too. Can I talk to him? Oh, I can.
Master Lee keeps
No, I
talking
can't.
about Restless Dead, but there's nothing like that around here.
There probably isn't. It's the school gate. I don't want to go talk to Master Lee yet, so I'm not going to go. Is that Gal? Gal, buddy old pal friend.
Finally here to talk to Master Lee, are you? I certainly hope so. The old man is in there meditating, and he won't train me until he talks to you.
What? No. I know that fucking voice actor. I know the fuck.
A senior student, Master Lee's little lapdog here to talk to me? My lucky, lucky day. Don't you have something more important to do?
Is that motherfucking Nathan Fillion? Nathan Fillion.
You don't want my answer to that question. Go talk to one of your sandal-licking friends and let them tell you I'm jealous. Try Lynn. She'll say anything to please you just to see your simpering little smile. Pathetic. Master Lee wants to talk to you. Do me a favor and go talk to him. Then maybe I can actually receive some education at this school.
I think that's Nathan Fillion. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Nathan Fillion, my personal favorite thing he's been in is Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog with Neil Patrick Harris. He has also been in Firefly, the captain from Firefly. God, what was that TV show called Bones he was in? Was that what it was called? I'm probably wrong. Fucking love me some Nathan Fillion. The hammer is my penis. Just make that reference completely out of context. Book stand. The Old Tongue, Volume 1. Thofan, or the Old Tongue, was the native language of one of many kingdoms struggling for supremacy, for the empire was unified by sagacious Tien, our first emperor. As the wars raged, constant shifts in territorial leadership spread the use of the Old Tongue. By the time sagacious Tien formed the empire, the Old Tongue was so widely spread that it became a second official language of the Jade Empire. I'm just shocked. That has to be Nathan Fillion's voice. And that's amazing if it is. Fucking Gal the Lesser is potentially voiced by Nathan Fillion. One is not named.
Gao does not have the patience.
One is named.
It is an honor to be approached by the school's most senior student. My mother had high hopes for the school when she sent me here from the capital. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to train with others of such skill. Even in the robes of a junior student, I feel a long way from my home in the Imperial City.
Pretty sure this is a voice actor from Skyrim. Mind blown. I don't know this guy's name though. If you're here, you belong here.
You're right. Master Lee would not have accepted me if he did not see potential. He measures all people carefully.
Does he though?
I will just have to work twice as hard to catch up to your level of skill. Even then, it will take a long time to be your match. How long have you studied with Master Lee?
About a day. The one here's been almost as long as Dawnstar. Long enough, it's time for me to finish my training. Mind your business. I'm not here to discuss my life with you. Jesus Christ. You go from being kind of pleasant, a little dismissive, to straight douche. Sitting here as long as I can remember.
You and Dawnstar both had a lifetime of training under Master Lee. He is stern with you, but you sure can see that he's proud as well. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pester you with my questions. Is there something you need?
So, Maddie, assuming you're still here, you can't decide on what type of warlock patron you're going for. I think the biggest thing is like, so I'm very much a story-focused player first. I like story. I like developing stories and making sure that stories work, and that means making sure what you choose fits with your character's story. So in that instance, I would need to know like what your character's backstory is. I could look at your spells and try to pick a patron that also fit with the theming of your spells. If that's the route you wanted to go with it. It's interesting because if you're a level 1 warlock in 5th edition, it's interesting that you picked spells and whatnot, but you didn't pick a patron, because you normally have to pick a patron at level 1. Unless it's something the dungeon master wanted to do, which I mean, that's fair. Or maybe they said since you're new, just don't worry about it right now. Genuinely nothing wrong with that. So, but yeah, yeah.
I don't know anyone else who displays the skill you do. Well, perhaps Gao, but he lacks discipline. That is why he still wears the robes of a junior student, despite his ability.
Okay.
Dawnstar would be next, with few able to match
So
her
since you're new
delicate
here, we'll
moves.
worry about it later.
Beyond that, the only
Interesting.
other person I know well is Smiling Mountain, the sparring master.
Interesting. That's a very interesting choice from that dungeon master. Trying to fill in a backstory after the fact. There's nothing wrong with that. There are some people who never make a backstory at the beginning, and they don't even consider what type of character their character is. They develop it as they play. Um, but I feel like that might you'll DM. Ooh, yay! Is it on D&D Beyond? I'm assuming it's on D&D Beyond if you're gonna DM it to me. What do you think of Dawnstar?
She is sensitive to things the rest of us can't see. Sometimes I feel sorry for her.
Not on
It
D&D
obviously makes her
Beyond.
feel different. That's not right.
Oh wow! Wait, are you playing in person? Like, that's amazing if you're playing in person. I have very rarely gotten the chance since I've started playing D&D to get to play in person. Mostly because, pandemic and whatnot. Or if it's so local. That's fan-frickin-tastic. Um, if you're not using D&D Beyond, I'm going to introduce you to D&D Beyond. Simply because it can make making a character so easy. And if you have a printer, you can actually print out your character sheet that you make on D&D Beyond and just use that. Um, but anyway, so let's see. I know she's sensitive to things the rest of us can't see. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. Obviously makes her feel different, and that's not right. What do you say to
I
that?
think she was given a gift. Unlike responsibility, it may not always be pleasant, but it's something she should be proud of. It shouldn't isolate her.
This music's so pleasant. Do you have any impressions of Gao?
I have seen his kind in the city. He thinks his family's wealth is a substitute for nobility and is angered when others still see him for what he is. A crass and spoiled bully.
Yeah. How has Smiling Mountain helped you train?
He doesn't come close to Master Lee's skill, but Smiling Mountain is good for the younger students. He pairs novices with more advanced students so we can learn.
Have you heard anything special about me?
I've heard about and seen your skill, but I haven't been here long enough to know much more. Most of the students seem to appreciate your abilities.
He's very calm.
I'll answer what I can.
What do people from the capital think of the Empire?
It's funny, but I still want to look over my shoulder. I have to remember that we are a long way from the ears of the Lotus Assassins.
DM'd? Cool. I will take a look at it after the stream. Happily. It's funny if I still want to hear. Don't want to look over my shoulder. I have to remember that we're a long way from the ears of the Lotus Assassins. Why would you be worried about the Lotus Assassins?
They're the Emperor's personal guardians. In the Imperial City, they watch everyone and everything, looking for those who would question the course of the Empire.
Cool. Why are people questioning the direction the Empire is taking?
Lotus Assassins visit people who ask a lot of questions. The Emperor hasn't been seen much recently. His advisors run things. They're not gentle.
They're not gentle. Do you know anything about the rumors of ghosts?
There's already enough darkness without making up stories about shadows, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. What can you tell me about the places other than here?
I'm no map maker, but I know the basics of the way the Empire is laid out. What do you want to know?
Tell me... Let's hear about the rest of the Empire.
The Empire is divided into 4 massive provinces. This area, largely agricultural, is the Golden Delta. To the north lies the Seat of Heaven, which
I
rules
wish
the
this game
Imperial
had a
City.
sequel.
In the prosperous east, you can find port cities like the Phoenix Gate. To the west lie the hills of the 6 Holy Scrolls. I know little about those 2 provinces, though.
Let's go back to my other questions. Can I spar with you? You're fairly new here. Tell me more about yourself.
That you should ask.
What brought you to the
The
school?
school I attended in the Imperial City was becoming mired in politics, so my mother sent me out to the country instead. Politics is dangerous, she always said.
I'm just so excited to be playing this, even if I'm only half paying attention to the dialogue. What sort of dangers would the Imperial City
I
have?
don't know. It just seems like the city is changing. Strange people, strange machines. These are interesting times. I think she just wanted to know that I'd be safe.
What will you do when you're done training?
That won't be for a long time, but I'll probably return
Okie
to the
dokie.
Imperial City. Perhaps I'll join the Imperial Guard.
Have a good
It's
restroom.
hard to think that far ahead.
Can I not spar with you? That makes me sad. I wanted to kick your ass too. Alright, what is up here? There is a book. Auspicious Portents. Understanding the stars and the universe is a very important goal. By examining the universe, we can interpret and predict things to come. The sky is where the great dragon was said to dwell, and in his illustrious home we can see the signs of his effects on creation. Of the observable phenomena, three major ones are the most auspicious: comets, the flames of the heavens passing across the sky; eclipses, during which the power of the gods blocks the sun for brief periods; and falling stars, marking the descent of one of the celestial bureaucracy to the earth. And the scroll stand. Harmonic combinations. To fight without thought is suicide. The path to victory is laid out one step at a time, each ahead of your opponents. Sagacious Tien. Harmonic combinations demand the use of two styles in rapid succession. First must be a class called Support, the second from the class known as Martial. Timing is the key. Begin with a focused disabling effect and follow quickly with a powerful barehanded blow. The two actions working in concert will create a harmonic channel in your chi and wreak havoc upon your foe. You must be swift, as the window to create the harmony is limited. Disable your foe, close swiftly as you change style, and strike with all available force. Let nothing stand in your way, but beware. Opponents of great strength may possess the training to resist this technique, though thought will guide you to victory. Harmonic combinations will ensure the victory is swift. Interesting, interesting. This is Jing Wu. He's been back here being all spiritual and fuck.
Always good to see you wandering the school. You're the best among us, after all.
Yeah, I am.
So it makes everyone train a little harder when you're around.
I know, right?
The tricky part is making sure we're emulating you, not hoping to take you down a peg.
Careful,
You should
emulators
think
can get you
carefully before
DMC'd.
bruising the
Or
tender
DMCA'd.
egos around here. Oh, did I tell you to see Master Lee when you have a chance?
Oh no, that's the guy that I trained with at the beginning. Can I fight Gal?
I have nothing to say to a dog bounding after its master.
I swear to God, that's Nathan Fillion. What about you? Can I talk to you?
I thought Master Lee would have your attention for the rest of the day. It is good to see you.
You as well.
I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the...
Hi, Maddie. Welcome back. I ask you some things about the school.
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves.
Tell me about the philosophies you mentioned.
Master Lee is very strict about what is taught here, because martial skill is a pathway to great power, and that holds certain risks. It is not just good over evil. Few things in life are that simple. The common way to say it is, do you follow the way of the open palm or the closed fist?
I mean, I know what the difference is. One is good, one is evil, but way of the open palm.
A term for the high path, or perhaps the way of restraint and harmony. Many aspire to it, but few achieve it. It is a path of resisting tyranny. Of course, the
I'm
source
just
of
so
that tyranny varies.
happy to be
It
playing
is just
this.
as dangerous coming from without as within.
So I have a bit of an ulterior. I'm trying to look for a dice box called multiple sets of dice, and I'm already trying to get more dice. It's going to be a never-ending thing. Trust me. Like, you will never stop buying dice. As I said, the dice that's in that box over here is not all the dice I have. And where did I get that dice box? I got that dice box at Books A Million, as a matter of fact. But I'd recommend going to like look if you have any local comic book stores or anything, go to those. They usually almost always have pink and blue dice sets sold. Yeah, go to any local comic book shop. A lot of them are going to have D&D dice sets. 100% best place to look. Plus, it supports your local comic book shops. Um, we have only one comic book shop here, and they have almost no D&D stuff, and I'm like, oh. Tell me the way of the closed fist.
It is the low path, the way of aggression and discord. A misunderstood
Discord.
path often misused by those who wish to
Anyway.
justify a thuggish nature. It is not as simple as crushing your enemies or as mindless as terrorizing the weak. It is a mindset born of impatience, of imposing your will.
So what is it if it is not evil? We have one good one here, which is more magic than D&D, but they do have dice. That's the best place to go, yo. And if you don't have one, you can have your own custom mini made online. What's the name of that website? Hero Forge. HeroForge.com, you can actually go in and customize your own mini. They'll make it and mail it to you. It's fantastic. 70 practical effect.
You are the sum of your actions.
Yeah.
The harmony or discord that you sow will weigh on your shoulders, but there can be advantages.
I will say,
Certain
I
forms
think
of-
the
you may
cheapest
find
ones they
that
have are
some
like
attacks
20
perform
bucks.
better if you are more intent
That's not
on
including
causing
any like
discord.
delivery fee or anything like
How
that.
you
That's
use
just
this is
for
for you
the
to
total for the
discover
mini
and
itself.
decide.
You can get the minis made of like a plaster, which I think is the cheapest one. You can get them made of metal, which is much more expensive, but they last a lot longer. But if you make them out of plaster, you can paint them yourself if that's your thing. I hate painting
I
minis.
am charged with giving whatever
But that's
instruction
because
I
when I
can.
mess with any like
My
small,
insights
fine,
deal
like
more with
minute
the
things, like
philosophy
my
of
hands start
combat
shaking.
than the
So,
skills themselves.
can I fight you? What kind of items and additional training do you sell?
Yes, training. For some time now, I have offered the lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you.
Show me what you have.
Let's
Oh, that's right. You can actually buy stuff from him. So these are like little things you can equip, and they'll give you it's like a plus or minus type thing. Unfortunately, I don't have any money. You know what? I'm gonna ignore you. Let's just keep going. I would like to go roam around the area just a little. I don't remember the game looking this good at all. I'm supposed to go talk to Master Lee, but I don't really care. Boy? Girl. Okay. The inner self. The great wheel of life turns eternal, bringing one through life into death and back around again into life. Though the new life is always different, the core essence, the spirit of a person remains the same. The spirit, breathed into each person, is eternal. To achieve harmony with the universe, one must perfect their harmony with the spirit. Indeed, the spirit in each individual is a reflection of that greater universe. It is a reflection of the wheel of life and the great dragon that created it. Spirit font! It replenishes my chi and health. It's a dice box that looks like a dagger, and when you take it out of the sheath, it has the spots for the dice and the blade. That's amazing. Like, if you go online to like places where people, you know, custom make things, you can get commissions and stuff. Like, people make some really cool shit at home. They really do. We actually have a den in we have a living room and a den, and in the den it's like fairly large space, and I've wanted for so long to have my own D&D table where I can invite people over. It has cup holders, it has spots for dice, it has spots for so much, and I want one so desperately. Do you know who Joe Manganiello is? He's an actor. Um, but Joe Manganiello is a big D&D player. Um, and he is like picturesque, like 6'5", can bench press my 300-pound ass. Um, That was on Amazon. I was looking between there and Etsy. Most of the good stuff is on Etsy. You recognize the name? Yeah, like there's so many famous people that play D&D, like that just don't say anything about it. Vin Diesel plays D&D. Deborah Ann Wolf plays D&D. Um, there's a ton. There's an absolute shit ton. Like, don't even get me started. What's the guy who played Geralt in the Witcher TV show and Superman? Oh my God, why have I forgotten that man's name? He is gorgeous. Only when he's dressed as Geralt from The Witcher, though. When he's dressed as Superman, I'm just kind of like, eh. Uh, I don't remember his name. He's a giant D&D and video game nerd in general. Um, yeah, he did an interview. I can't remember who the interview was with, and he said he almost missed the opportunity to play Superman because he was too focused on playing World of Warcraft that day, and he just didn't want to answer the phone, which is amazing. Oh my God, yes. Um, yeah, like he was too focused on playing World of Warcraft that day, so he just didn't want to answer the phone, and I was like, that's fucking fantastic. I love it. Ooh, what is this? Focus Shrine. Student Saipot.
Greetings, fellow student. The gate is closed for now,
Oh,
but
I
I
am
am
familiar
tasked
with
with
that.
keeping
That
it
is
so.
this. BioWare uses a lot of the same voice
Master Lee
actors.
has
This
asked
voice
that
actor
no
is from
students leave the
KOTOR.
school until the morning meditations are concluded.
Can I ask you some
Please do
questions?
not. This is the first task I have been given, and I don't want to get distracted.
You're going to get distracted. If you're guarding this gate, let's make sure you know how to defend it. Guarding the school gate doesn't seem like a complicated job. And so when I address you, student. Ooh. Also just found mushroom dice. There's some really cool dice. Oh my God. Guarding the school gate doesn't seem like a complicated job.
I am dedicated to even humbling tasks, but I agree. Guarding the school entrance is more to keep me busy than a necessity. Perhaps my vigilance will show Master Lee that I am a worthy student.
If you're guarding this gate, let's make sure you know how to defend it. Should I be an asshole? Should I be an asshole? What do you think? Should I just leave? Or should I check to make sure he knows how to defend it, which seems like an asshole move? I'm gonna let you guys decide. I don't know. Well, I know what, like, good Lance wants to do, but you know. You're gonna check him? Alright.
What do you mean? Some sort of
Oh,
test?
it's
Ask me
questions?
anything. I am ready to try.
Cool. What are the main classifications of styles, student?
Wait, I know this. Yes, it's weapon,
This isn't what I
martial,
expected. I thought I
support,
was gonna fight him.
transformation, and magic.
Interesting.
Weapon and martial styles are pretty self-explanatory. Support styles allow you to paralyze, slow, or otherwise hamper your foes. Magic styles allow you to use your chi to control the elements, while transformation styles allow you to assume the form of creatures or even demons.
Yeah, they do.
I'm only repeating what I have learned in my time here, senior student.
How does your chi affect combat?
Chi is our internal magical energy. Is that it? Yes. And we
Is
can
that it?
use our chi to hasten the healing process of superficial. Additionally, chi can be used. I'm sure that's right. I can't check.
Alright, cool. What do you know of Master Lee?
Of his history? Nothing. He is supposed to be a great master, but I just arrived, so I know very little about him. I wish I knew more, senior student, but...
That's it.
Oh, good. I mean, Master Lee was looking to speak with you, wasn't he?
I know. I can't leave. I am stuck here forever. Forever and ever and ever and... Ooh. There are more paths. Let's go up here. Do 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 do. There's people fighting. What is this? Tomb. This grave appears to be dedicated to the old master, a former instructor of the school. It is a humble tribute, not even bearing his name. Small bowl sits beneath the stylized image of a lion, ready to accept offerings of silver to speed the spirit of the departed to his rest. You have no silver. Leave it as it is. I'll have to come back when I have some money. Monkey!
Oh, senior
Aw,
student. Not too many people come back
got
here this time
excited
of
over
day,
nothing.
so we thought we'd take a moment to practice. Would you like to join us? We could team up against you and learn from the
Against
best.
you? Yeah, sure.
This is good.
1,000 cuts. Ha!
I don't know how to change targets. There's a d20 that for a nat 20 it says fuck you, and nat 1 says fuck me. That's funny. Well, she's done. Is this all you got, buddy? Come on. Yeah.
That's enough. I didn't think we'd win, but it was an honor to face. We have to go. Smiling Mountains.
Really? I wanted to ask you questions. Oh well. Monkey. Okay. Another monkey. Oh well, I guess I gotta go talk to Master Lee. The door is open. The door is closed. I have used ice towers. I'm not as big of a fan of them. Like, unless you just have a real... Like, there's some really cheap dice towers that you can get, which are functional, but they tend to fall apart easily. But if you can find, like, a good dice tower that you may have to pay a little bit more money for, then those are usually the best bet. What is the website I got this from? This dice tray. Wormwood. So if you go to wormwood.com, it's expensive. I warn you. It is expensive. As I said, this wooden dice tray with a leather inside was like $70. It is expensive. But they got some really cool shit in there, plus dice and whatnot. But Wormwood, W-Y-R-M wood.com. Highly recommend it. Ooh, there's a chest. Martial styles. Martial styles do not necessarily access the energies of mind and body harmoniously. Sometimes imbalance is the source of their power, as it is with Iron Palm or Viper. Each requires possession of 3 meditation scrolls that prepare the student for the forces that will be encountered. If these disciplines are attempted without complete understanding, the student risks accessing more power than the body can withstand. Knowledge of Iron Palm and Viper is not often shared, as most martial practitioners consider them to be in opposition to classical teaching. If a student happens upon one of the scrolls detailing these styles, he or she cannot and should not attempt to train in the style until gaining the possession of all 3. The most difficult and humbling step of any journey is the acceptance of one's own limitations and confronting whether the journey is possible at all. Gotta go clean a new place. Love ya. Love you too, Bloopster. Be careful. Have fun. The Long Drought. The Long Drought stands as one of the worst periods in the Jade Empire's recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on even the prodigious reserves of the Empire's granaries. Sages predicted at least 3 more devastatingly dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount into the hundreds of thousands. Then Emperor Sun Hai declared that the drought was over, and somehow it was. Through the Emperor's divine will, green returned to our parched land and stability was restored. I call shenanigans. Did I already look at this? I did. Boop, 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 boop. Yay! What's up, Master Lee?
Ah, there you are, my student. I watched your bout against Jingwu with great pride. You have gained almost all you can from the practice arena.
I love this man's voice.
You are my best pupil, though you came to me an orphan. I have tried to prepare you for the responsibility your skills will bring. Have you given thought to your future?
Have I? I'm sure you'll tell me what I need to know, Master. I hate that. Perhaps I'll train others as you have trained me. I long to leave this tiny place. I am meant for great things. Don't like that. Perhaps I'll train others as you have trained me.
Your lessons are complete. Remember these basic skills and keep them at heart. But also remember that classes are not a true measure of ability. Always be ready to learn.
Hey, good D&D advice.
I recall that, as a child, you fell and bruised your arm.
I comforted you, saying that small pains are part of learning, but not every setback imparts wisdom. You must be careful.
Okay.
Sometimes all you learn in defeat is that you have been defeated. This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless, and you have a role to play that I have kept secret.
Okay. Why would you do that? Sure, it was for a good reason, Master. Yeah, why would you do that?
Those who announce their important destiny before they are ready tend to meet unfortunate ends.
Yeah, okay.
The wise only seek attention when
Be a
people
dick
are
about it then,
fatiguing with
jeez.
it. The people are scared. I do not have all the answers.
You should.
But I know you will become very important to the fates of many. You will be called to face a great evil.
I...
Master! Master Lee!
What is this interruption? This had better be important. There is much to say.
Master! Nijo came to warn me. He saw a boat from the outlook past the fields. Strange outlaws. They fired something at him. And Kiamin was injured.
Where is she now?
Still outside the village by the outlook. Nijo couldn't carry her. Please come, Master Lee. The bandits are not at the village yet, but they could arrive at any time.
We will have to continue our discussion later, my student. It appears we have more pressing matters.
I'm really curious. I will fight them. Let me come with you.
You will have your chance to fight soon enough. Go to Gujin. On your way, make certain Dawnstar is aware of the danger. Her skills have always complemented yours, so take her with you.
Okay.
Prepare yourself for a potential attack while I tend to my fallen student. I will return as soon as I can. We will continue our discussion when the threat is over.
Will we? Will we? I will do as you ask.
Good. The time comes when you will know all you need to. For now,
Ultimately, what I'm looking for right now is just a dice box that can hold a few dice sets and keep the set together. I won't worry about keeping all the sets sorted, but I want to keep at least a few sorted. Switch the minimap on and off by clicking the button 3. The Legends button on the map screen in the menu for explanation of map symbols. That's what that does. Interesting. Chest! Red lion figurine, yellow lion figurine, blue lion figurine. Lion statue. Statue of a lion stands behind an altar. It is marked as a training aid designed by the previous master of the school. There's a crystal sphere in the lion's paw. Examine the markings on the lion. The altar and statue serve to show students a real example of lessons otherwise presented abstractly in class. It has not seen use in some time. You found one? How much money I've sunk into... I have so many dice sets, and I almost never play in person. It's very sad. I do, during my D&D games, D&D game that I run, I do occasionally use physical dice just because I find it fun and satisfying. The altar is less ornate than the statue and was replaced many times after frustrated or deliberate outbursts from students, but that too is part of the exercise. There's mention of greater rewards for the more investigative path, but that was probably an additional element of the task performed by the master who placed it. You cannot recall Master Lee ever referring to the statue. Different masters prefer different methods of teaching. Approach the altar. The altar is less ornate than the statue and lacks a sense of permanence. Something activates as you approach. The sphere in the lion's paw begins to glow with a blue light. Place the blue figurine. Sphere changes color to red. Place the red figurine. Yellow figurine. Statue dispenses a silver coin. An unfamiliar voice begins to emanate from the lion.
The obvious path is humble, safe, but pays the wage of a cook, not a champion.
Interesting. Of course, they're sold out aside from ones with minor defects, but my first one I want to be without defects, at least no defects. That's entirely fair. That is entirely fair. Approach the altar. Huh. Place the red. Place the yellow. Place the blue. Remove. Place the yellow. Place the blue. Place the red. Place the blue. Place the yellow. Place the red. Remove. Place the blue. Remove. Place the red. Remove.
The obvious path is humble, safe.
Leave. How do I open... Do I have to use the keyboard to open the menu? Dice jails are so fun to me. See, I'm not a superstitious person at all. Never have been. I don't prescribe to the idea of ghosts or anything like that. So I look at things like dice jails and I'm like, really? You're like, dice is literally a game of chance. Um, and you're going to put your dice in jail. But at the same time, there are times that you just want to destroy your dice because of how badly they're treating you. Oh, that's right. I forgot this game has a skill system. Statistics. I've defeated 3 opponents. Screen allows you to spend style points, which I don't think I have any, which you can actually upgrade all your shit, which is amazing. This is followers. Are there 4 new ones? Or there's like options? I don't know. I thought it was like the DM was like, fuck you, put your dice in the jail. You misunderstood it therefore. Yeah, it's yeah, no, it's it's whenever you get dice that just want to do nothing but roll natural ones on you. And it will happen. Destroy the altar.
Rash action will reveal much about the task and the man.
Okay, well, I guess that's over. Roll last night, someone kept rolling natural 20s. So, in my home game, my wife is one of my players, and in the previous game I was running, um, she rolled more natural 20s than I'd ever seen anybody roll in my life, and she was using physical dice. This campaign, now that we're on a new campaign, I said everybody has to use roll 20 no matter what, because I wanted it to be more fair. And she's always like, but you should let me use dice. Like, I roll better with dice. And I'm like, I know. That's why you're using roll 20. I don't know what it is. Like, I've tried making her use different dice out of an idea of maybe, like, I should think about this in a superstitious manner. And I've just tried multiple things. And she just kept rolling so well all the time.
I hear bandits have injured Kia Min. She's... What can I do? Goodbye.
DM had them roll a history check and they got nat 1, but then a charisma or deception check were nat 20, and that's fair. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? I don't know. I have to go find Dawnstar. That's right. I have to go find a weapon from some dude as well. Imagine it's just going to be back this way. Oh, there's Dawnstar. Okay.
What's the
I
matter,
recognize that
Dawnstar?
outfit.
Are you scared that Master Lee might find out?
Oh, god damn it, Nathan Fillion.
There is talk of approaching bandits, and you bother me with unsubtle advances. How very like you, Gao. No doubt a tactic learned from your criminal father.
His name is Gao the Greater, and he built a fortune out of some ragged thieves and slave traders. If my charm can't lift your spirit, I'll buy the ground from under you.
Nathan Fillion, I believe it.
Flaunting your father's undeserved wealth does not impress me, Gao. It only serves to push me further away.
Yeah. Hello, Dawnstar. I hope I'm not interrupting. Hello, Dawnstar. I certainly hope I am interrupting. Sounds like Dawnstar would like you to leave, gal.
You step beyond your station. She and I are discussing her future.
Like, people should roll the same way.
Thank
I
you,
do
Gal,
too.
but I'll pick my own poison. Now leave, and if you'd be so kind, stay downwind.
Oh.
I won't forget this, Dawnstar. You show great disrespect.
Yeah.
You as well. You will not take all the glory if there is an attack. We are not through.
You should be.
He is Gao the Lesser in all respects. I thought Master Li allowed him to stay so that the influence of the father could be countered, but Gao never learns.
Probably not.
He acts like he's above Master Li's teachings.
He is.
Such are the conceits of wealth, I suppose. I appreciate that you arrived when you did.
What do Gal want?
What does Gao the Lesser ever want? He's convinced that he can buy everything, and that includes people. He's a
Just
spoiled
vibing.
little man. I'd rather not dwell on him. Let's not increase his influence by talking about him after he's gone.
So,
What is it you wish?
I have a bit of an ulterior motive for playing this, because something I've talked about playing on this channel for a while now is one of my least favorite games. Actually, hands down, the game I hate the worst of all games on the face of this planet that I've played. And that is Final Fantasy XIII. I will hate that game until the day I die. It is an abomination that I never finished. I got three quarters of the way through the game, and I said the hell with it. I was finally so done with that stupid fucking game. And I'm a giant Final Fantasy fan. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time. I love all the Final Fantasies that I've played, whether it be 4, I've played 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 2, unfortunately. 12, didn't play 11 because that was an online game. I did, however, play 14. Played 13, hated 13. And I've played 15, though I didn't beat 15. I love the series so much. But 13, though. Oh my god, 13, though. The tunnel. The tunnel is never ending. The tunnel is all that matters. You cannot escape the tunnel. Sometimes you get a branching path that seems like it's finally an escape from this hellish landscape that is the tunnel, but no. It ends in a dead end with some useless trinket at the end, and once again you have to return back to the tunnel. You never played Final Fantasy. I 100% recommend it. I don't know which one would be best for you to start out with. That's the thing, because every Final Fantasy game is different. They're not a sequel. There are sequels, don't get me wrong. There are sequels in it. But typically they're not sequels. And this entire stream is just going to be me like waxing poetic about D&D and old video games, but they're not sequels. Some of them have sequels, but in total, the series itself are not sequels. They don't really have anything. They have similar themes and whatnot. Some of same voiced characters and whatnot, but none of them actually have anything to do with each other. Let me fix my webcam real quick since I leaned back to get more comfortable. Can I do the thing? Look at that. I can. Let me zoom in a bit. That's as far as it's going to let me zoom in. That's fine. I will take it. Sweet. But I 100% recommend it. Honestly, strangely, for you, I have a recommendation. Possibly. A good jumping off point with a fairly decent... I can't remember which one my girlfriend has been playing so much. Probably Final Fantasy XIV, if I had to guess. Final Fantasy XIV is an online game. It's one of the only two online Final Fantasy games, and it's an MMO. So I would assume that's the one she's playing because a lot of people play that. I've played that. It's a good game. I enjoyed what I played of it. I just didn't keep playing it. I actually recommend for you, Maddie, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Not the original, because unless you're just a big fan of playing old retro games as a general thing, I actually recommend the remake. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game, so I went into Final Fantasy VII Remake with such skepticism, and I liked it. It's not as good as the original, in my opinion, but the original is also my favorite game of all time. So, you take you some, you lose some, you do what you can, right? Um, but I 100% recommend the Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's a lot of fun. For the most part, follows the original story really well. And the remake game that's out now isn't even the full game. The remake. So in the original game, you spend like anywhere from 2 to 4 hours inside the starter city. 2 to 4 hours, and then the game opens up to where you can travel the world, and then you spend the next 20 to 40 hours in the open world area, like going from place to place. The entirety of the Final Fantasy remake takes place in that starter city. So the 2 to 4 hours of the original game is like a full 20 to 30 hour game, or 20 to 40 hour game in the remake. And they did a great job because they fleshed out a bunch of stuff. They got to show you a bunch of cool shit about the world. And there's just a bunch of shit they did really stupidly well. Yeah, yeah. There's some things that they changed, and I understand you have to change some things. There's one thing specifically they changed that I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't like that direction, but it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Let me check this real quick. Okay. Sorry if the audio keeps cutting out. Like I have to move my window to be able to get my mouse cursor to go over so I can actually do stuff with my Streamlabs, which is really annoying. But yeah, they did a damn good job with the remake, and I recommend it wholeheartedly. Anyway, I'm gonna play my game. You know about the bandits. Master Lee said to get a weapon.
Yes, he said you were coming. He just passed here with C. Pat on his way to help Kia Min. It's strange
Stream
that
it,
simple bandits would
100%.
launch such a
Stream
raid.
that game. I will come in and
Master
watch
Lee was
every
concerned
fucking
this would interrupt
episode
your
and give you a
training.
play-by-play.
His respect for your potential is just so absolute. Has he told you any more about your future?
Hell yeah. We don't have time to talk. The bandits are more important right now. That's basically, what do you know about it? No, I have a bad feeling, Dawnstar.
I don't like your bad feelings. They always end up being right. Remember the grass fire? Half of the field's gone in a day, and you knew it would happen.
I did? Sure nothing is going to happen. I don't remember. I'm sure it was nothing.
You said you felt the lightning coming, but not even Master Lee knows the weather like that. I trust your instincts. You are full of such promise.
Sure.
I can see into the spiritual, an ability that grants some insight, but it doesn't seem to be useful for anything other than keeping me awake at night. I helped Master Lee discover the unrest
Pretty
that
sure
shapes your future,
my character
but I see only
wants to
problems,
help keep you
but
awake
you're
at night as
destined
well.
to find solutions. I envy you for that.
Anyway. Please don't put me on a pedestal. I'd rather stand beside my friends.
I'm glad. You have always kept your feet on the ground. What does Master
It doesn't
Lee say?
help with everybody
You should keep
waxing
the
poetic
basics
about how
close to
awesome
heart.
I am. Also, once I get paid,
Let's
I'll
go get
probably
your
buy the
weapons
other
in
two
Fusion's workshop.
newbies the
It shouldn't
campaign
be too
in
hard
the
to fight
campaign to
off
set the
simple
dice of their own.
bandits.
DM and I are the
They're
only ones with
foolish
dice
to
of their own.
attempt such an attack.
Just remember how excited I was to get my own dice. It is the coolest feeling. You know how I got my original dice set? I actually went to Books A Million, and they had... It wasn't just a regular set of dice. It was literally a bag of dice about this big, just full of fucking dice. And my wife and I bought it because we wanted to play, start trying D&D. And I love the fact that I did that for myself. It was fun. We have fun here. Let's go together. I could use a company.
Of course.
I have a follower. Your followers will fight alongside you, but you can also access their support abilities. Use follower screen to change their tactics. Ooh. I can change tactics. Attack, longsword, Recovers your chi. Dawnstar's attacks can damage spirits. Dawnstar's magical sensitivity gives her added insight into the world around her. In battle, she cuts swiftly with her longsword. For me, there's a dude I was talking to that basically blew off afterwards because they made a terrible comment that pissed me off, but they gave me my first set. Interesting. That's entirely fair. Interesting way to get your first dice set. So in the game, I think you can have one follower following you around at any given time. I want you to attack. I'm assuming. I don't know. Gave me the dice while we were talking before I blew them off. That's fair. 'Tis entirely fair. I am in a tiny town. Ooh.
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it. Let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it.
Well, that guy's dead. Just had his face kicked off. Wow. That was easy.
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Gujin will be in his shop north of the main stairs.
It's so off. Why would that...
I'm so shocked. I don't know what to say.
I'm so
You
shocked.
have to keep us safe. I'm so shocked. I don't know what to say.
Why are you
have to keep us
still
safe.
talking to me? Just continuously repeating yourself ad nauseum. Alright, nothing else in here. Gotta search every... It's one of those games you gotta search every nook and cranny for any possible items or the like. What is this? Sign to the town square. Sign to the beach. I don't think I want to go to the beach first, because I think that's where I'm supposed to go for a thing. What are these?
This building...
Weapon Master Yujin. Who are you? Guard Young.
Bandits, huh? I see a lot of them. I better let someone else have some fun for a change.
Okay.
Can't abandon the gate.
Everyone is needed. Get ready to fight.
No, please. I can't fight. Guarding the gate looked easy. I never thought bandits would actually come. Please don't let them get me.
You coward. You coward. I'm gonna go up here first. Pigs! Do 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 do. Villager.
What was that noise from the town square?
Don't worry about
Were
it.
people fighting?
Nope. It's just me. Just slaughtering people. It's fine. Focus Shrine. Ooh, scroll stand. Martial arts. The pride, perfection, and achievement of an individual are represented in many ways. The honing of the mind, civic achievements, and glory gained for the empire, the development of the spirit and one's inner energies, and the training of the body. Through the body, the practitioner imposes his will upon himself, and through that, upon the universe. Through use of his body, the martial artist achieves transcendence and strength, overcoming all obstacles, both physical and spiritual. Legacy of Master Lee. And I think I leveled up. Is that what that meant? I don't know. Let's find out, I guess. Journal. Okay. That's not what I do. I did not. I got a thing, but I don't know what. Oh. Okay, so I collected all the books in this area. How did I miss this? They added horse mode to Among Us for April Fools and kept it for one day. I actually watched some people play it online. Yesterday it was a YouTube video someone posted. It was kind of funny. I kind of wish I had known about it at the time. I would have loved to have played that for no apparent reason. But yeah. Yeah. Hi, Rosuto. How are you? Welcome to my game I love from 2005. You would have played 2. Yeah, that would have been fun. But isn't 2 of Master Lee's best and brightest? There's not much left for me to teach you 2, so you can't be here for lessons.
Hello, Weapon Master Gujin. Good day to you.
No need for titles, not from you 2. Why do you insist on speaking like that, Gujin? She hasn't said anything in chat. She's probably working at the moment. She's, Oh no, today's Sunday. Rosuto's not working today. Rosuto's probably working on the house that her and Maria are working on finishing buying. The old tongue, you mean. Anyone with half an education understands Thofan, and some of us prefer the way it rolls off the tongue. Don't act like it's a surprise. Lots of people speak it, although I suppose it is concentrated mostly in the prosperous East. Yeah, she's usually pretty busy. Plus, the only reason I know she's here is I checked who was in my chat. So, it's funny. She says I'm always quiet, but if you get her D&D characters, because Rosuto is in all 3 of my D&D games, the one I run plus the 2 I'm a player in, and if you get her character alone, she fucking monologues. She immediately stops and just starts waxing poetically about anything and everything she can think about. Like Rosuto can be all quiet, but the instant she has center stage, she just lets it go. Rosuto is also the biggest troll. The absolute biggest troll I have ever met in my entire life. I love you, Rosuto. Anyway, back to my game. Oh.
If you prefer, I don't need to use them.
You have secrets? I have secrets too. I'm just really bad at keeping them because I get excited. Bandit scouts are in here too, Rivers. Master Lee sent me for a weapon.
Already? I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here.
Oh,
Well, no time to waste.
now he speaks to English.
Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
Sure.
You know, you came here with Master Lee as just a babe. I came not long after, and I've been holding on to a weapon for you ever since.
Okay.
Well, 2, actually. But you need to choose which one you'll take. Master Lee wants you to stay focused on your first weapon.
Is there anything special about them?
Anything? Everything.
Everything.
I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of 2 legendary weapons. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star.
Golden Star. What do you guys think? Should I go with the sword, or should I go with the staff? Should I walk up and start chopping people to bits, or should I go like Monkey King on their asses? I am a fan of both, but I will allow you guys to pick. I will say, Monkey King, I do like the idea of the Monkey King. The sword, if I recall, is more single target focused, while the staff is better at AoE type stuff. But yeah, I think Monkey King's a good route. Let's go staff.
They say Golden Star was forged as a gift to a water spirit of the Silkworm River. A young noble convinced the great eastern serpent to fly him to the stars, where he dipped this staff in the tail of a comet.
It was me. I did that.
It could be pure fantasy, but the staff certainly isn't. It's strong and has an excellent reach. Your foes will tremble if they see you wielding it.
I will take it.
Your weapon is well deserved, and you'll need it with these bandits so close.
That's a very loud sound
If you
effect.
decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with.
Ooh, he'll be dead when I get back. I don't, I don't think he actually is, but you know, this is kind of what it sounds like. Is there anything else?
One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield them safely, you must focus with each strike.
Yeah.
Master Li has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon. And the drain won't be crippling, but you will get tired over time.
Let's do something else to give me. I'm finished with you. I should go see to the town square.
That you should. Those people...
Okay.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Calm down, student.
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town.
Does Master Li know they're already here?
Master Li hasn't returned yet with Kia Min. I'm sure he will be back before long, but we must depend on you until he returns.
Run back to school and warn everyone else. I'll deal with
I
them.
will run to the school and seal the gate. Make your way to the beach and teach these...
You've done well, lad. Go back to the school now. Your friends...
Okay, so I've unlocked a new staff ability. So I believe the weapons actually use up your chi bar, which is the yellow bar at the top. So, like, you can only use them for so long.
1,000 cuts.
Love it. Love it. I love the combat in this game. Something a little more long range, shall we?
We have to help. Be careful, these louts will show no mercy.
That's the way to do it. Hey, how's it going? Hope you all don't mind dying. Boop. Alright.
I knew someone from the school would help. No one else could.
Yeah.
Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach.
Cool. Let me heal.
We're fighting to the east. We have to push these bandits back off the beach.
I'm gonna do it in my own time.
Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals.
I don't know how that guy set on fire, but sure, I'll take it.
You can't keep up. 1,000 cuts.
1,000 cuts. There we go. Death. Oh, save that guy. Healing. Found a bag filled with silver in this chest. Okay, cool. Works for me. I love this drum.
The school has been closed due to the bandit attack.
Any help is welcome. Come to the beach.
You don't understand. It is to my shame.
What a coward. Anyway, is there anything else I can do? I just want to check. You always gotta check. Check every nook and friggin' cranny of games like this. I love these old BioWare games. Yeah, you're not gonna help. I do want to do this. Restore my spirit. Isn't there a chi thing in here? I think there's a chi thing in here. Yes. Get my chi back. And let's do it. Ooh, it auto-saved. Fancy. Alright. That's a big boat.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Of course. They have cannons. One of those guys got turned into jelly. Another one down. Come on, what you got, buddy? They decided they wanted to paint the grass. Yeah, they did. Would you stop it? Butthole. Hi! Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop that. Alright. Next round. Got some guys using some Voldo claws. Look at me making a Soul Calibur reference. He is. Fuck it.
You're too slow.
Oh, my companion is knocked unconscious. That's fun. This guy needs to die. He is way too powerful. I leveled up, and there's a healing thing. I'll take the healing thing. Come on, dude. The problem with this fighting style is you have to get in really close to hit with it.
You can't keep.
Owie. Butthole. Come on. This controller's not great for this. Okay. Oh, I need to heal pretty badly. Okay.
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
Okay. Cutscene. He's a necromancer. Oh no.
1,000 cuts.
Gotta heal. Oh no. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm not completely sure how to change targets. I think the buttons maybe, you know, screwed up, but whatever. Okay, 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 okay. That went fairly well. Oh, he came down to fight me himself. Neat.
Impressive.
Oh no, his hands now.
This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it.
What am I hiding? Master Lee.
I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
Okay. Motherfucker punched a boat to pieces. One Punch Man indeed.
Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success.
Oh no. Oh no. Like
It
a
would seem that
boss.
my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but
Perhaps you
you're
already. Who said? Why'd you step in? I could have fought him. Thank you for your assistance.
Do not be so quick to thank me. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain at the school.
All right.
You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students.
Cool. Yellow arrow will appear on the left side of the screen when you have enough experience points to level up. Come to the character record and click on your character to level up. Okay. Screen allows you to spend points to improve your abilities. You can also click the balance button to automatically distribute your points to create a balanced character. So, there are skill systems like intimidation and charm and intuition as well. So that's something to consider when distributing my points on top of just the base, raising my body, spirit, and like the health, chi, and focus. I kind of like the charm and intuition skills. If I just put all my points into chi, yeah, I'm gonna do some health too. Done. And I have 10 style points to spend to upgrade your fighting styles. Wait. Mother.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had
I
no
tried to do the
idea
thing, but she
Master Lee
talked
could
to me
command
first.
that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily.
He punched it once.
This is so confusing. Master Lee said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad.
Probably.
You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me.
Alright, cool. Do you want to talk about the attack?
I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Lee called that sorcerer an assassin.
An assassin.
Don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else.
Where'd you live before you came to the school? Your name is unusual. Is that a title? How this affects you doesn't matter. How this affects you doesn't matter. I have more important questions.
Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have very little memory of my home before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I arrived.
You think they'd have talked about this being childhood friends?
Never staying anywhere for long, and for some reason, the robes of that sorcerer looked familiar to me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks.
Oh, I'm sure.
With glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts, I could have seen them anywhere.
Probably. Probably saw them, I don't know, on the Gal the Lesser as he was hitting on you. Why did you move around? How did you come here?
I can't remember specific incidents.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Shunned.
Where did you come from,
People are not
Kathmandu?
very welcoming of those who appear to not let the dead lay peacefully. Master Lee said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person. That person wanted me safe, but he said he couldn't ensure it himself.
That was after he bought me from another
Master
person.
Lee doesn't know who that guardian was or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity.
Oh
You
no.
are the center of attention
My
here.
lack of sleep is
I
catching up
prefer
with
it
me.
this way. I can just be.
Buzz, buzz, motherfucker. It is troubling to not know your past. You aren't completely unnoticed. You have my eye often enough. Sure.
There you go again with your playful words. I never know when you're serious or what my reaction should be.
Okay.
Thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but you always improve my mood. Let's get back to what you need
This is like
to do.
early BioWare. Who are the people of interest in the village? How did you help Master Lee find out about the Restless Dead?
I don't want to think about it too much. Manipulating chi has not come as naturally to me as it has to you. The things I do are different. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Lee was surprised, but he has not had time to look into it further. Your training is his primary interest.
Probably. I am awesome.
Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night. Could we go on to something else?
Let's see. What do you know about the spirit world?
We are all spiritual
While she
creatures.
talks, I'm gonna
When we die, our spirits are released to find their way to the
revise.
underworld.
Oh,
The
they're starting to
day
burn a
eases
little
the
bit.
transition from life to death. If their time among the living was troubled or painful, spirits sometimes get lost. They can seem almost alive and are often mistaken for living creatures. They usually only appear for a short time. They say what they need to say and then are drawn to the underworld.
He lives in the underworld. What makes them so threatening?
If a person's life is very traumatic, his or her spirit can lose its way for a long time. They can go mad trapped in the world of the living. Maddened spirits change. They lose their connection to the living world and begin to channel darker emotions. They can be very dangerous. I've only seen hints of those. It's been enough.
What happens to them in the underworld?
I don't know. That's the kind of thing old men sit on mountains to discover. Some say it is a place of judgment. Maybe it's about reincarnation. You'd think we could just ask the spirits themselves, but if we can't really understand our own answers, how can we hope to fathom theirs?
I'm done.
Then we should return to...
Well, first things first. Oh, my chi and whatnot were healed. Oh no. Cursed bandits, let their spirits lay trouble for all they have done. Some good people fell here, but thanks to you, not as many as might have. My statue, it's a good thing they didn't touch it. Disgracing such a tribute would be like disgracing the Emperor himself. Bidding tribute to our leader, Emperor's son, though no one else seems interested in venerating his rule. I don't have the back for cleaning it properly anymore. I guess that's why they call me Old Ming. Go away and stop bothering me, you old goat. Might I ask you some questions? Not many people seem interested in what Old Ming has to say, even if I've been here longer than anyone. What did you want anyway? And make it snappy. At my age, I could die at the drop of a blossom. What are your thoughts on Two Rivers? A few scruffy bandits and the very mysterious leader shows up, and suddenly everyone's pestering me about the village like it's important. Who are the don't care about that. Tell me about the Emperor. I don't dare speak of Emperor's son. My words can't do proper justice to his glory. He is a hero to many. Ending the drought earned him great respect, even if he no longer shows his influence this far from the walls of the Imperial City. Is the Emperor neglecting the borderlands? I'd never suggest such a thing. He must simply have greater concerns elsewhere. Master Lee has commented that he much prefers that Two Rivers does not get any attention. It is a sign that all is well here. Tell me about yourself. What would you have me speak about? I have to ask, why are you sweeping the beach? Obviously, I've turned this beach into a grand meditation garden where the contemplative mind can see the pathways of the future in the lay of the sand. Or maybe it's just something to keep me busy. At my age, you need a purpose, or you just fade away. Okay. I expected something different, but didn't get it. Is there anything in here? Hello? I'm in a cave. I am no longer in a cave. Does this just go back to town? Really? There's just an extra way through right there for no apparent reason? Okay.
Oh, you. You're a friend of Dawnstar, right?
I'm so glad you and Master Lee arrived when you did. My father ran to the school gate to find students to help. Did he make it?
He is safe. There's no more reason to be concerned. Alive and useless, like the rest of you.
That is a great relief. We tried our best, but without you and Master Lee, we would have died.
I know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hopefully Master Li can shed some light on what led to this. A sorcerer in our little village? What is wrong with the world?
Alright.
Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Oh, okay. And...
Remember Zhang Jin, her son?
Nope.
He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident.
Let go.
I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders, unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next.
Okay.
Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child.
Probably not. You're right to console her even if she won't hear it. Just walk away, let her seek your help of her own accord. Should have changed for the charge for the service. Give it value and they will want it.
I don't know. People just want to be left alone with their grief. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right.
They're fine.
Master Li will be...
Do.
It's a good thing we have Master Li here.
I could have done what he did.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Li. They were fools to even come here. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done. In this town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks.
Don't like Master Li's leadership?
I can't say that. He's a wise man who sees to the heart of things. If I were to complain about anything, it's how few students he attracts. A skilled master could bring a lot of people into this town, but he is very selective about who comes. That's his business, I'm sure, but it affects my business as well.
Let's talk about what you can do for me.
We don't need to waste time on... I have nothing.
What do you have for sale? You call yourself a merchant if you have nothing to sell.
I can, but the ghosts and bandits limit travel. They viciously force many caravans to turn back.
Ooh.
To hear some of the caravan masters talk, there are problems of this type all over the Empire. I will be sure to let you know as soon as anything comes to town.
What about Santa Claus? Tell me about the Jade Empire.
I've never set my eyes beyond the horizon you can see from here. Duke!
Okay.
Don't forget his senior student. They say he's the one who dealt with many of the bandits.
Damn right I am. I'm gonna deal with these guys too.
Boys, look who it is.
What's up, Schlummy?
Is that the one gal the Lesser's always going on about?
Yep.
I think so. I say we teach a little lesson about staying in your place when great men like Gao are around.
I'm not looking for a fight, I'll just leave. There's no honor in thrashing a bunch of drunks. So it'll be a lesson learned here today. Let's begin. Not looking for a fight.
You're not going anywhere. Gao will give us fat silver bonuses if we teach you a lesson about respect.
1,000 cuts. Heavenly wave.
Let's do something different. Bum 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 bum. And that's it. All done. Oh, I don't need to do
Don't
that.
be silly.
There's a healing orb.
He's the one with that marvelous dragon tattoo on his back.
Yeah, I
Must have
am.
quite a few young ladies pining after him by
Yeah,
now.
I do. I don't
I
know.
once heard Master Li say that he was one of the most adept students he'd ever seen, as
Oh,
if
I
he had
am.
no real weakness while fighting.
I don't. I am the Messiah. Worship me. Oh well. I don't know why my character rolled there, but sure. A lot of people here, but no one to talk to.
Quite a bit of excitement. Of course, that didn't stop Gao the Lesser from being...
You are worthless. Why shouldn't I tell everyone? Your shame is your own to deal with.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care about you. Heal. Do 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 do. Heal.
I'm healed.
I'm healed. Gonna accidentally chop off her own hair. Student Psi Pat. Don't think there's anything else to explore, at least not yet. I think it's about time for like side mission stuff and whatnot. Anywho, Smiling Mountain. I have money.
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected. Is there anything you need?
Are there students available to spar with?
Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit. It is a shame about Kia Min. She holds the record for the most opponents defeated in my little training challenge. I have a little something tucked away for anyone who can best Kia Min's feat. That includes...
Would I be able to beat her record?
You could match it, but with Kia Min injured, there aren't enough students for... I know you held it until recently, but Kia... As I said, I have a special incentive for anyone who can beat... Her wound was not mortal, but it was severe enough that I will not...
Let's look at your other sparring options.
I can arrange for a little sparring. Are there any special
I want to fight someone using the style Master Li used against the bandits.
I'm sorry, but Master Li does not permit such... He does not demonstrate those skills very often. There are paths of the way that hold great temptation if one is not
Interesting. I need some practice against multiple opponents.
I suppose your fight against the bandits made you...
4. I'll see how I manage against all
Facing
4.
a force means that you will have to remain aware of the fighting environment the whole time.
No, you
Be
don't.
ready.
There's always a hand or a mouth open.
Remember, this is
or
only
other
a
things.
practice match. It will continue until you or your opponents are rendered
Well. How am I on fire and why? That was easy. That was really easy.
Very good. Another victory well earned. Now, is there anything else you would like?
What do you sell?
Yes, training. The lesson.
Show me what you got. That's right. I can focus on one thing for a slight decrease to something else. Nah. Keep it as is. Stuck. Jingwu, Kiamin.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but it is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame.
What sort of prize?
Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat. And just yesterday, I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record.
Is there anything I can do to help with your wound?
Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs.
I'm very interested in this, and I kind of want to do it before I talk to Master Lee, because I think talking to Master Lee might progress things. And I don't want to do that yet, I think. Will this herb heal you quickly enough that you could fight again?
I think so, though.
Do you remember if it grows around here?
I don't think it's a common plant, no. I know if you have.
I think Old Ming was the guy I talked to after the fight. You are supposed to be able to run. Oh, that's right. You can go like super fast. And you like hold your arm out and weird stuff when you do it. That's how you do it. Okay. Let's see. Old Ming. Nope, you're not Old Ming. Shit. Old Ming. I remember Old Ming. Old Ming's the guy by the statue. Why is he like one arm? Just... Okay, where is he? He's down here sweeping the beach. So this Chris advanced a thing or two, didn't you? Huh, brought a smile to his old face. One of the students was wounded during the bandit attack. Some full girl out walking on the overlook, wasn't it? Serves her right for not studying or meditating. No accounting for youth, she probably wants to talk something to get her moving again, so I'd say you need a poultice made from red silk grass clippings. Merchant Fendo should have some, but don't let him talk you into clippings of bearded tongue grass. That won't do it all. What is the difference? Red silk grass will actually bind the wound and make it so she can get back to her practices. That's why you want it. Bearded tongue grass will make her feel the same, but it's only deadening the pain. It doesn't actually do her any good. For most people, bearded tongue grass would be fine, but I know the full girl would start practicing again and tear something vital. That could leave her crippled. Sometimes I wish I could play an evil file and actually play it and not just feel bad the whole time. But you know, whatever. Okay, goodbye for now. Let me go do the thing. Super speed! Super speed! Alright, Fendo.
A potential customer is a welcome customer. What can I...
Looking for ingredients for a medicinal poultice.
Oh yes, I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of... No, to make a difference, that's it. Anyway, I've checked my stocks and I only have enough ingredients to make one dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the...
Old Ming suggested red silk grass to cure her wound.
Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Yes, I suppose red silkgrass might be just the thing for a wound. I could add it to the poultice.
Please do.
Expensive stuff, that. Very pricey. Hard to acquire, too. Would certainly help her wound, but I know something just as good. Get her some bearded tongue grass and she'll feel better. It won't hasten the healing any, so she'll have to take it easy, but it will deaden the pain.
I'll take the red silk grass. I want her to be able to fight safely.
If you think you can justify such opulence to heal something that time would take care of, who am I to argue?
50 silver? That's it?
An excellent choice.
Sure.
There you go. Her pain will fade quickly and the binding effects... Your generosity is extreme, but who am I to
Alright, I'm gonna go find her again. It's time to fight. I'm on the hunt. Bum 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 bum. So, chat, how's it going? You're all very quiet now. Maddie, I imagine you're still looking up D&D stuff. I think there's more side quests in the town. I might have to talk to Master Lee first. No, don't apologize. No apologizing for you. His grave appears to be dedicated to the old master, the former instructor of the school. It is a humble tribute, not even bearing his name. Small bowl sits beneath the stylized image of a lion, ready to accept offerings of silver to speed the spirit of the departed to his rest. Place a silver coin in the bowl. The coin disappears through a thin slot in the bottom of the bowl. There is an audible clicking sound. The lion image detaches from the gravestone. It appears to have little value. I have taken a lion head, and I don't know what for. I really hope it wasn't for that lion statue that I think I forgot about. Oh no. Skills, statistics. Didn't I do... Yeah, I forgot to actually, put points into these. Oh, this is how I do it. So I can increase the damage of my skills. I can increase the chi damage. And attack speed. Well, damage makes sense. Oh my god, increase damage by 50%. Hell yeah. I've been here looking at D&D stuff and also playing a single player game of Faz. I still need to get Ghost Photo and smudge it, then Crucifix. Fuck, I wasted last photo. I feel that. I feel that so hard. Let's go back on that. Yes, save changes. Thank you. And then probably Golden Star. How do I do the thing? Okay, that's how I do the thing. This is really good because it lowers the focus used. And then all damage, yep, increase it by so much. It's weird that I have to use the mouse and the keyboard, but whatever. And I have not saved it, I don't think. Honestly, I hate to say it, but this might be a good time for me to... I guess it's time to force a hunt and smudge. Sometimes it's the only way to do it. I hate to say it, but this might be a good place for me to end the stream, just because I am getting very hungry. I'm getting very tired. I did work last night. It was a long night, plus that very stressful D&D game I had last night. Oh my god, the stressful D&D game I had last night. TPKs. So close. But, yeah, I think I'll hop off for now. This was fun. Like I said, I did enjoy playing this. I would like to play this some more. Probably soon. Probably after, I've gotten some actual sleep. um, uh, but yeah, this was fun, guys. Oh, when I saw this game, I when I got my PC, I got my PC about a year ago, and it came with a free like a month free trial of Xbox Game Pass, and I've just never taken advantage of the free trial, and I got it, and I was like, hey, why not? There's no reason not to, right? Everybody says Xbox Game Pass is amazing, and I saw Jade Empire on it, and I was like. But I downloaded the the Game Pass version, and it runs off the EA Play store or whatever, which I hate. And I couldn't get it to run, and I could not for the life of me get Streamlabs to capture it. So I actually uninstalled the game and then bought the game on Steam because I saw that I was looking online at ways to get it to work, and I saw it was on Steam, and I was like, mine. So I just went ahead and paid the money to buy the game. And I've kind of alluded to this, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up playing this game. Maybe not finishing it, but eventually my goal is, because it's something I've been kind of wanting to do for a while, is play Final Fantasy 13 on stream and try to beat it. It is my least favorite game of all time. It's probably going to be a lot of me bitching. Because the first 20 hours of the game is a goddamned hallway. But, um, oh, and Maddie, if you've got time, if you'll give me a little bit of time to go get some food, I would love to chat with you about like D&D stuff. Happily. Um, happily. I would love that. That would be fantastic. Anywho, um, free all day if you want to call later. I will be doing that. That is a thing that will happen very soon. I first need food, and then D&D. That is, I'd like to say that's what I always do, but that is not the case. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, everybody. This was a ton of fun. I'm so happy to play this game again after such a long time. Um, get some food. Get some food. Rosuto, if you're still in chat, get some food. I know you. You eat next to nothing. I'm gonna buy you some kibbles and bits and make you eat the entire bag in one sitting. Anyway, that was weird, and I apologize. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, guys. What was your breakfast? I keep trying to do an outro, but I had fun watching me play as well. I appreciate it. It was fun. It was fun. Like an hour of my cereal. That's acceptable. That's depends on the type of cereal and how much you ate. So I'm gonna just go off on a tangent if I don't just end this stream right now. I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Rice Krispies is acceptable. Snap, crackle, and pop, yo. Bye, everybody.